that I went to, and they rent golf carts for the weekend.
Oh, that's fun.
Because it's a pretty big place and with lots of areas to cover. So the golf carts were fun. I want one now.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I think it would be. I saw someone camping, and I guess that would be more glamping, but like they took their tent and they fixed it up and they put like plants, and almost like a home away from home.
Oh no,
No,
that's too much.
yeah. I was gonna say, but then I mean it looked nice and good for
Mhm.
them on the
Mhm.
way, like doing that. But then
Yeah.
on the way home, you got to take all that back in.
Yeah.
You know.
Everything you put up, you gotta take down.
Yeah, yeah. They said they thought their plants were like getting like a vacation too,
No.
like an outdoor. And I thought,
No, that's just. I mean, I like to have the best of everything while I'm
Yeah,
camping as
right.
best I can. Still miss my camper. Still miss that, but because that's my true glamping.
Would you rather do a camper than? No,
Any day.
No, I don't know. I didn't know. You know what I
Any
mean? 'Cause
day.
This
Mhm.
tent thing's kind of fun. I think.
It is, but I'd rather have my camper.
It's a lot of work to get a tent to stand up or to be.
Well,
to go.
getting the tent up and then whatever you're going to use for bedding. Some people just use sleeping bags, which I can't because of my back. I've tried cots, which it still hurts my back. So the air mattress is probably the best thing that I found, for me. But everything you put up, you have to take back down.
Right.
So that's the key.
That's the thing to keep in
Mhm.
mind.
Mhm.
Well, we did it in the backyard, and like it took, it was an all day to get the tent up. Okay. So then I brought like the blankets out, the sleeping bags. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did the s'more thing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? We did the talk around the campfire, all that. This
Yep.
is in the backyard, and it was probably about midnight. They just started shooting. All of the girls started running inside. We're done. We're going to our beds. You know what I mean? We're going to our nest. We're out of here. You know what I mean? So then I was just by myself thinking, what am I doing out here? But we didn't have no air mattresses. We were like really like pioneer.
Yes.
We were on the ground. You know what I
Yes.
mean? With
Mhm.
sleeping bags.
I think the spring and the fall weathers are my favorite because the it's cooler and the evenings are cooler and you can bundle up in that hoodie and that
Yeah.
blanket and sit by
Yeah.
that fire and
Yeah.
so I think those
Yeah.
times are August it can be hot.
Yeah, yeah. Now, do you like listen to all the pretty sounds of a night? Do you
Mhm.
hear like a hoot owl or something?
Mhm.
Those
Mhm.
are cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Or some bigger things that are coming through the woods. You're like, okay, stay away because you don't know what it is.
I know.
Could be a deer, but it could be, something else more dangerous.
Yeah.
We got a lot of different critters in the woods now, so.
I mean, yeah. This is true. This
Yeah.
is true. Yeah. Yeah. So aren't you supposed to like to make sure I know you're not bear country, but you never know. But like you're supposed to hang your food all the way like in a different area from where you're sleeping, right? And that's
We usually
like
keep
a
ours.
raccoons,
Right.
Yeah.
So we usually have a cooler, and then we have a tote that we keep all of like the dry goods in, and I usually keep that in the tent with me,
Okay.
secured. Where it's got the tote is tightened up and everything, but I keep it inside the tent just the same. But the garbage is something you have to worry about too, because they could, we usually keep a garbage bag out, and that's what you have to worry about too. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's fun. It's doable. It's great. It's a nice little getaway, and probably I think we've learned that it's nice to kind of unplug and just kind of get out like that.
Yep.
But
And we celebrated our grandson's 4th birthday, so that was even better.
Oh, that's even.
Yeah, that was even better.
Oh, I bet he loved that.
Yeah, he had a great party. We rented they rented a shelter house and had the cookout there and birthday cake and fruit and the whole 9 yards, and it was nice. Plus, like I said, the camping ground that we were at had like 2 little swimming hole areas on creeks that you could go, and lots of playgrounds, lots of playgrounds. So it was a very good campground for small children.
And you had a golf cart.
And I had a golf cart,
Did he
so I
ride
didn't
on
have to
that golf
walk
cart?
it. Oh yeah, we
Oh,
all did. We
there you
all
go.
had golf carts. We had like, I think there was 3 or 4 golf carts because there was several families that went.
Best day ever, though.
And
Yeah.
and there was this big trail around the backside of the campground that you can go on, and it was sort of like we were off-roading with a golf cart, right? Because
Love that.
instead of doing like a side-by-side or whatever, we were
Yeah.
using golf carts, and it was a lot of fun.
Put the four-wheel drive in it.
That's right.
That's whenever the husband gets out and pushes, right? Pushes up.
It was fun, and there was a, I'm a little spooky girl, right?
Yeah.
So there's also a cemetery in the campgrounds.
Ollie.
So we passed by it the first go round. I'm like, wait, I wanted to stop there.
Wait.
Like, is this an old cemetery?
Now, see, I would have kept going. You saw nothing, Holly Thompson.
I'm like, if this
There
is
was
an
nothing
old
to see,
cemetery, I
Holly
want to
Thompson.
go. So I made him go back around. We went and see. I
Holly
had to go
Thompson, I
see
would
the
have floored it.
cemetery.
I would have said, no, nothing to see there. Nope, I ain't the one. I ain't doing it. Nope, sorry. I'm cracking up.
You know, it's getting close to Halloween.
I know.
Those fall flavors come out. The spookies are coming out.
I know that. Yeah, are they ever? And yeah, people are transitioning from.
And it was like dusk when we were there.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
it's, like on the verge of being dark.
Oh, look at you.
Uh-huh.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. All right,
I was the only one who got out. Let me just say that.
I can believe that. Yeah, that's the way it would be with me and you. All right, I do believe I have Haley with us. Good morning, Haley.
Good morning. How are you?
Fantastic. Of course, this is Becky. I also have in the studio with me Holly.
Good morning.
And we are the morning wake-up show here on Wslm. We're glad to talk with you. And you're working very hard, Haley, on a big blues festival coming up here in southern Indiana.
We are. We're less than 2 weeks out.
All right. And tell us a little bit about, well, first of all, Haley, is this your, how long have you been planning this? And tell us about the background of it all.
We plan all of our festivals and do our bookings and everything about a year out. So we go straight out from one festival right into planning the next one.
Yeah, which is a lot of work. You know, anytime we always, Holly and I both put events together, and when you do stuff like that, I mean, it's a lot of work to get everybody booked and everybody, making sure that everybody's on time and when they need to be there, right?
It is, yeah. We do 20 bands over the weekend for every single festival. So it's a lot of coordinating and it's a lot of hard work from all the staff.
Right. And I'm not going to, doom and gloom, but like sometimes life happens, and sometimes, the band just doesn't make it. Is that when, Holly, you just get up and do karaoke, or what do you do on that?
We have some very good people that we work with. We have had incidents in the past, where bands are unable to make it at the last minute. We work with a lot of really good booking agencies that are usually able to find somebody to fill in a slot, or sometimes, some of the other band members that played that weekend will throw a little band together and get up on there.
I love that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. I could see that. And the cool thing about, when we're going to be talking about this is at the Bill Monroe, right? Tell us a little about that location.
Yeah, so we're located in Bean Blossom, Indiana, just outside of Nashville.
Right.
It's a 55-acre music venue and campground, so we've got over 200 RV sites. We've got 16 cabin rentals. We've got a 5-acre fishing lake. We've got 3 new baby goats that'll be making their appearance at the Blues Festival as well. But the park itself has been around since the 50s. We've got the longest-running bluegrass festival. Bill Monroe himself, owned that property, stayed there, and started doing the bluegrass festivals there. And the Blues Fest has been going on for, 20-plus years.
Right. How did that, what a blessing and how awesome. And we know Bill Monroe was such an icon, but how did that stay, making sure that how's the family felt about that, making sure that continues, that tradition?
Well, the family that owns it now, it's my father-in-law that owns and runs the venue. We're all very passionate about keeping the history alive.
Love that.
We do a lot of restorations on, some of the historical buildings, but making improvements at the same time. It's a lot of older infrastructure, so they're constantly working on replacing, electrical lines, water lines, all those things to improve it and make it a better place for our guests to stay at. But my father-in-law's owned it since 2018, and prior to that, the gentleman who owned it worked and used to play with Bill Monroe. So he was also very passionate about, keeping the history alive and keeping this a place where people can come and enjoy music and hang out with their friends and family.
Right. we were just talking about camping. Holly's a big camper over here, and I'm not so much. And so I think you could accommodate both of us, right? You kind of got the more the primitive, but then you've got also nice little cabins where you leave the light on, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got, like I said, 16 different cabin rentals. We've got everything from little camping cabins all the way up to deluxe that have, full kitchens, restrooms, and sleep up to 6 people. So we've got something for everybody.
I love that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that is great. And are you already booked for, is it already, I guess you're probably already booked for this coming up event?
Yep. Yeah, we do 9 bands a day, plus we've got the Bloomington Blues Group host band will be hosting they'll be putting on a show Thursday night, and then we do an open jam on the stage as well. So people can sign up on Thursday night at the stage and come up and do a jam and get a chance to play on the historical stage.
Wow.
I know, that's awesome. Can you talk a little bit about some of the bands that are going to be there?
Yeah, so we have on Friday, the show will start off at noon on the main stage with local to Brown County band J.C. Clements. And then we've got Mike Zito headlining on Friday night. Saturday, we've got Danielle Nicole is headlining the show. It'll start off again at noon on Saturday on the main stage with Rock Bottom with Charlie McCoy, who's phenomenal. He used to do some songs with Elvis Presley. He's worked with Bob Dylan, all kinds of people. So we're really excited to have everything from local bands all the way up to internationally touring bands.
Love that. What a great lineup there. That you've worked very hard on this, and I'm really amazed, and to get some of those connections, that's wonderful, Haley.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, we work with a lot of really good agencies that help us out a lot, so we're very blessed.
Okay, so now just because like the campsites and the cabins are already probably all booked, but can we still get tickets to come to the festival?
Absolutely. We sell tickets all the way up until arrival at the gate, or you can purchase them in advance.
Okay. All right, and how does someone get the tickets in advance?
You can purchase tickets through our website. It's billmonroemusicpark.com.
Okay. All right, that's easy enough. And the location is at 5163 North, State Road 135 in Morgantown, right? Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, awesome. We're just up the road here, and what a great time. And this sounds like it's going to be a fun time. And you got it's kind of a, I guess there'll be kind of the blues, but then also maybe some like country too, kind of like that, right? A little bit of mixture.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and you can get tickets on sale now with multi-day and single day, right? Options.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, and I love this. Oh, you're very family friendly. I love that. Free admission for children. 12 and under?
Yes.
Nice.
12 and under are free.
Well, that was my next question. Is it family friendly? And obviously it is, right?
Absolutely. Family and pet friendly.
Oh, pet.
Oh, pets too.
Wow. I love that. That's nice. Sure. Well, it sounds like now is this list, for those that are coming though, do we need to bring like lawn chairs? Give us some suggestions on how we should pack and what we should do.
Yeah, so it's bring your own seating. So lawn chairs, if you'd prefer to sit out, lay a blanket out, you're more than welcome to do that. We do allow people to bring in outside food and drinks, handheld coolers only, and we just ask that no glass bottles.
Oh, your own cooler and your own, and I've seen some of the really fancy chairs. Some of them look like recliners almost. Some of these camping chairs.
Some of them are.
Yeah, I think they are recliners. Yeah, and I know there's rockers.
And they even got little foot things on some of them too now.
Sitting there listening to music and in a festival in one of those chairs. I think best day ever.
One of those chairs with your cooler next to you,
Absolutely.
your comfort sitting next to you.
Love that. Love that. How much fun is this? All right, and then of course there's parking right there, right?
Yes, we have on-site parking. It's free parking included with admission.
Right. And for anybody, is there a handicap accessible? I guess it would be, right?
Yeah, we have a designated handicap parking area as well down by the stage.
Oh, I love that. You've thought of everything, I think. Yeah, you've got it all. and it sounds like you've got it all covered. Sorry, my daughter just walked in with some tomatoes. Sorry.
Oh, goodness.
I know, fresh homegrown tomatoes. I'm very excited about that. Sorry, caught me off guard. Sorry, back to you, Haley. Okay. Well, Haley, I'm very impressed with this. I think this is, and I love that your family. This is a fun family event for you guys. So you have this event coming up, and the dates are Thursday, starting on the 22nd of August.
Yes, it runs Thursday, August 22nd through Saturday, August 24th.
All right, and I do believe you're going to send me some tickets, so I believe we'll be giving away some tickets too for some lucky listeners. But you can go ahead to make sure you do get tickets. You can go ahead and purchase them and get your tickets in advance. Make sure you got a great seat there ready to go.
Yes, and we look forward to seeing everybody.
Absolutely. But Haley, the weather's going to be beautiful, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be nice, and of course, I'm sure you've got a lot of shaded areas.
Yep, and we do put out, we've got like some cooling fans, some misting fans that we put out as well, down in the stage area and up at our pavilion, just in case it is a little warm for everybody.
Right there, sit your recliner camping chair right next to that misting with your cooler. Best day ever again,
Best day
Haley.
ever.
Haley, you're wonderful. Keep up the great work. We'll keep talking about this. This is the Southern Indiana Bluegrass Festival, held the 22nd through the 24th at Bill Monroe's Music Park and Campground. Tell your family thank you for keeping up the tradition and making things fun and events. You know, people and families are always looking for little, like, daycations, just little getaways. This is just up the road. A great time for everybody.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Haley. Have a beautiful weekend, hon, okay?
You too. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye, hon.
Bye.
All right. Isn't that cool? Family friendly.
A lot of bands.
I know.
Sounds fun.
I know. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm one of those that, like, I can just sit there and listen.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just keep. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
After one gets off stage, ready for the next.
Yes.
Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready
Yes.
to go. Yeah.
That
And
sounds fun.
And it's fun whenever, like, you know, like you're sitting there and, like, you know, some of the songs you might not know all of the songs, but then when they play that song, you know. You know what I mean?
Up
Like,
and dancing.
I know. I'm just thinking, my jam. They're playing my jam, right?
That's right.
Then you lose
I'm
it.
still trying to wonder how many tomatoes you got.
I know. You're looking at my tomatoes. That's right. You can't beat a good homegrown tomato.
You cannot.
I heard they were on their way. I heard they were coming. So I'm like, and she's like, how many do you want? How many can I have? You know what I mean? The question, you know, when someone's offering garden, you know what I mean, fresh garden.
I should have brought you some of mine then.
Yeah, it's like you can't go wrong. I'm one of those that, like, I have tried, like, I've done, like, tomatoes before, like, in a, actually did them in a big container, you know. I'm not the best, but I don't have a garden, but I have, like, people that have gardens that I really appreciate, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful for this. So she actually, she canned beans. I'm really impressed with this. She canned beans. She's, oh, okay, my watch is talking to me. You did nothing. No, I didn't can the beans. But she canned beans. She put up freezer corn and got tomatoes. So yeah,
That's wonderful.
yeah, and I love that because I said, like, here the snow will be falling. It'll be like cold, freezing, or whatever, and you'll have canned green beans and freezer corn.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You'll be
Yummy.
very grateful for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I admire that. I did try canning beans years ago, and I put the lids upside down. I know. Everybody's like, could that be possible? Yes, it could be possible. Needless to say, they didn't seal. Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out how that would happen.
I can.
But you know, everything's possible, right?
Everything's possible over here. So needless to say, again, I rely on others. Right. Anyway, so Holly, it's funny that all of your camping skills that we were just talking about, and now we're talking about going up to Bill Monroe's and doing some camping.
I've been up there once and camped. It's been quite a few years ago, but it was really nice. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the lake, because it's a fairly big lake, if I remember correctly, right? And I just remember a pontoon rental or something.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, pontoons are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are like, yeah.
Nice.
And you get a pontoon with a slide.
Which we did. Mhm.
The best.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go. Now
The
you're
girls
doing
were small then. I remember, and Emma was a little scared to get on the slide at first, but of course, Gracie, she was my daredevil, right?
Yeah.
So she was just like, "Let's go,
Let's do this.
let's do this." But by late afternoon, they were both zonked on the ride
Oh.
home.
Absolutely.
Of course,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was too. I was like,
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah. On the pontoon, it's supposed to be a little bit slower pace.
Yeah.
But when you add that slide, it kind of kicks
Uh-huh.
it up a notch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good family fun.
because it was great swimming time.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat it. Yeah,
No.
for sure. Well, and I think it's nice because we've got so many areas in this, in our state that you can just go in and enjoy. A lot of
Mhm.
times people, will go 16 hours south or, further up north or whatever,
Mhm.
east or west. Whenever right here, there's like areas that are like
A lot of good places.
Beautiful.
With even just within 2 or 3 hours, a lot of great places
and
to go.
breathtaking.
Yes. Yes.
Breathtaking,
Mhm.
and you just can't
Mhm.
you can't beat it.
You cannot.
No, so Wonder, Indiana.
That's right.
Remember
Wonder,
that slogan?
Indiana.
You're doing, isn't that the Medicine Man? Is that
I
right?
don't know.
Think so. Or what is it?
I used to sing that little jingle when I was small.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name. I can't remember. I think that's it. Anyway, so that's going to be taking place. We shall have some tickets for that the 22nd through the 24th. I think we need to thank our sponsors.
We do.
Yeah.
We need to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Purley Wealth Management, and Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and McAllister Lane Consulting. Thank you very much, sponsors.
Thank you to our great sponsor. Holly, it was, I took a road trip yesterday, and
I'm still in amazement.
I know.
You never cease to amaze me.
I know. Well, if you it started, how it started, the seed got planted yesterday morning during Coffee Club. We were reading, which we always love to do, the Today Is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Those are always our favorite.
Yes.
And it's Whataburger, and it's like, I'm not trying to be rude, but why would Whataburger have a actual day? I mean, they're good. I love Whataburger, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But they had an actual Whataburger day. Well, it was actually Whataburger's birthday.
Okay.
So Whataburger turned 74.
Mhm.
Okay, and it started in Texas, which is kind of cool. Kind of and they're not really, you don't find them very.
They're more like down south, right?
Yes.
Because I know we ate at one when we went on vacation last month.
What did you think?
Well, I mean, I've eaten at them before. I like them. I probably wouldn't have taken a road trip for one.
Would you?
But that's just me.
Would you have not?
Because
I
it's a
can go
weekday.
the distance. I can go the distance.
It's a weekday, and I just don't have the.
Well, I should have stopped by and picked you up.
Well,
You
yeah.
you would have loved it. It was fun. I love a good road trip. You know what I mean?
I couldn't have like yesterday though, because yesterday was my anniversary. So.
Oh, happy anniversary! Yeah.
I grilled
I did know
steaks.
that.
That's what I did. I grilled steaks.
Did you use that seasoning that you got?
I did.
I remember
I
you
did.
just
And
got
I
new
put
seasoning.
garlic butter on it.
And did it taste everything you wanted it to
It
be?
was great.
Oh.
It wasn't like the restaurants, okay, because
Well,
but it was great.
And it's always better. I don't care who it is when someone else prepares.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a
Absolutely.
bologna sandwich. If you're sitting somewhere and somebody fixes you a bologna sandwich, it's the best sandwich ever,
Yes.
right? I mean, isn't
Absolutely.
it? And then when you fix it yourself, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
I don't either.
It's
I
just
don't
a
either.
different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would, weekend a Whataburger weekend trip maybe, but on a weeknight, I don't know.
Well,
That's just me.
It was discussed about putting taking a rain check and doing it on the weekend, but we wouldn't have been there for the birthday celebration.
Right? Yeah.
And free free Whataburgers, and they had also free shakes.
Mhm.
So
But it was a nice adventure for you.
Enjoyed
like
it.
you and your husband. It was a
Yeah.
great adventure.
yeah, a lot of good
Great road trip.
a lot of good road trips, a lot of good talking.
Mhm.
I don't it's a good time to talk.
Yes.
You're kind of made to do that.
Yeah. That's right.
It's kind of have to.
So how far away was it?
I think it's only like 3 or 4 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
It's to Tennessee. Is it Goodlettsville? I believe it's Goodlettsville. Not bad. And a little fun fact. Okay, how I found out about it was
Mhm.
okay. Let's go back years ago. Texas ed that worked here. You did not know him, but he was wonderful, and he was from Texas, and he always would talk about Whataburger.
Mhm.
Well, I never like it was like one of those things that was like, never heard of it, don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like one of those great things.
Mhm.
Well, then I was actually in Destin, Florida,
Mhm.
which is odd that they have one.
Yeah.
Because I don't think unless something's changed, but the other parts of Florida does not have it.
Mhm.
And we were just looking for somewhere to eat, and all of a sudden there was Whataburger. So I thought, well, let's try it.
Mhm.
Okay, it was like the clouds parted, heaven skies, the skies opened up. I'm telling you, hallelujah. It was that moment, right? So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, we got to do it. So while we were there, we ate several times at Whataburger. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
so I even had to bring a Whataburger home to my husband.
Oh.
So that was funny. From Destin, Florida, in the cooler came a Whataburger home.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So anyway, and he's like, "Oh, this is so good," and I was like, "Oh, well, you got to have it like fresh Whataburger."
Mhm.
So then we went to Texas, and for some rodeos and stuff, and we had Whataburger. He's like, "Oh, yeah." So we love it. Well, then we had car trouble, or not car trouble. What do you call it? Tire trouble.
Mhm.
Oh, ugh, I hate
Yeah.
vehicle trouble.
Yeah.
This was back during the CMAs,
Right.
and so we had a little bit of pressure, air pressure,
Mhm.
talk about pressure. I was under pressure. I don't like vehicle trouble. So we ended up, and we had to wait to get our tire looked at.
Mhm.
Well, all of a sudden, again, the heavens opened up. The
And
skies
there it
parted.
is.
There was Whataburger, okay? And it's funny because, like, we were looking for somewhere. There's a place, I'm not knocking it, okay? It's called, what was it called? Chicken fish or something. It's something. And I said, if I would have eaten a chicken fish or something and not had a Whataburger, you know what I mean? Like if I'd have seen that first and not had a Whataburger, because anyway, so we found it in Gouletsville, Tennessee, which is right before you get into Nashville. So, which I've stayed there before, but didn't know. So the Whataburger's fairly new there. But good news, I bring good news of tidings of great joy. Bowling Green is getting a Whataburger.
Really?
So much more.
A lot closer.
Closer, yeah. Much more closer.
Well, because when we went down to Mississippi this year, we stopped and stayed the night in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
And just like within, because we always like try to eat close by. I don't want to get too far away from the hotel we're staying at or whatever. And so there was like the first restaurant there was Whataburger. So it was very convenient.
Yeah.
Very convenient. But on the way back we stopped at Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We stopped at Buc-ee's. And my husband is in love with their sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
And so he's already talking about we got to make another trip to Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah.
For their sandwiches.
Well, that would be something fun we could do.
Yes.
Now that would be something that would be fun as a couple
Yes.
to go do that, because we did stop in at Buc-ee's, but we were too full from Whataburger.
Well, we got some and we took them home with us.
Well, I said that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we talked about that, but we brought some Whataburgers home. So we're kind of Whataburger will be on the menu. You know what I mean?
That's
for a
right.
while. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, it was so funny. So we actually, and we gave some food away to someone. There was a guy, and I don't want to say that, I don't know if he was homeless. I don't know, but he had a dog, and the dog tried to get in our truck.
Oh.
Wanted to go with us. Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, oh yeah, and he's like, no, you can't go with them, and I'm like, no. But I was like, he was really cute. He was a German Shepherd. So
German Shepherds. You know how I love my German Shepherds.
I know.
Yeah.
He needed to stay. But
Yeah.
anyway, so it was a fun trip, a good trip. Only, I guess the degree of difficulty was there was one possum that was in the road, and I thought it looked like a cat. And when you're at 2 in the morning, it's hard to tell if it's a cat or if it's a possum.
Oh my goodness,
but
yeah.
it did not. I honked and dodged it, and it did not.
Making memories. That's what y'all did yesterday. You made great memories.
Well, I love road trips. And road trips are one of those fun things. Like you stop, and then here was the blessing, Holly. You stop at like convenience stores, gas stations, and everybody is so nice.
Yeah.
And I've always said this. I wonder if they're so like friendly because they know that it could be dangerous on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just everybody's just like, have a great day, you know what I mean? Or hi, welcome, you know what I mean? Everybody's just so kind.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
And there were so many, like, and I'm not trying to be, but like, or my husband does, but he wasn't around. But like there were so many men that like opened my door. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just really, just so polite. Everybody was
Mhm.
so polite.
Mhm.
I just thought that was just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that, and then like and then at convenience stores, you find the coolest things.
Listen,
You
we
never know what you're gonna find.
every time we start a road trip, we have a cooler full of drinks,
Yeah.
and we have a goodie bag in the vehicle, you know, with like snacky stuff, right?
Yeah.
Every time we got healthy snacks in the cooler, we got the not so healthy in the bag. Like, you know, every time we start the road trip, first gas station we stop to fill up with gas, what do? We grab snacks.
Got to.
It's like that's what we do. It's like, oh yeah, because we don't have enough in the truck as it is.
Right.
But it's like, because sometimes you find different things.
Oh, that's what I mean.
You know.
I mean, they have these like really cool blankets. They have like hats.
Yeah.
They have like trucker hats.
Yeah.
They have like, and this was cool. So we stopped at this one, and it was so big. This was cool that I couldn't. Degree of difficulties. I do function, I promise, but I couldn't find. They have like stalls, like they have showers and stuff for the truckers and stuff, you know.
Mhm.
So I couldn't find the women's restroom because I was so amazed at looking at the showers. I didn't look in the showers, but I was just
okay.
like, oh
Yeah.
wow, showers. You know what I mean? That I went further, and they had laundry. And there was a gentleman back there doing his laundry, and I thought, your mother somewhere loves you. You know what I mean? There's a mommy somewhere that taught you. I mean, right?
Taught you well.
Taught you well. You're
Mhm.
sitting back there, and I'm sure you've got like a load to get somewhere. You've I'm sure you've got a busy schedule, but like you're stopping and doing your laundry.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I wanted to, but I didn't want to like I come off as. But no, right? No.
He might have been like, lady,
but
that's a
like,
little weird.
But,
Back off.
But wait, but like as a mommy, you know what I mean? Making sure your children can do laundry.
Yes.
And that they're doing it on their own. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He willingly. I mean, these are big accomplishments.
Mhm.
As a mom, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
That's something I worked with my daughter's very young age at. Like, there's certain things you can do at certain ages. You can either put your clothes off the floor into the hamper. You can bring the hamper down. You can, like, you know, laundry evolves with age, right? Yeah. And so now mine is at the age, it's like she can do her own laundry, everything start to finish.
Right.
You know.
But this extra step, and was it like he did it on his own, like
Yes.
out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't know, even though, you know, I would rather, okay, hang on, I'm going to be honest, laundry's not my favorite, okay? I would rather, I'll do your dishes, I'd rather wash a dish than do laundry. That's just the way it is. I don't know. You know what I mean? And because the whole sock thing, it can be a lot. You know what I mean? That's why we wear flip-flops, sandals, right? Or heels. There we go. But anyway, so I'm not really the craziest about laundry, okay? But I was so impressed that he did that. You know what
That's
I mean?
awesome.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? But I knew also that I probably shouldn't make a big deal in front of him.
Right.
Might be.
Yeah.
But some mommy out there that taught your son to stop and do the laundry, hats off to you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Rock star you are.
That's
you know what I mean?
wonderful.
Yeah. So anyway, so they had like the showers and everything and stuff. So it's a different world. It's on the road. You know what I mean? It's a different world. But it's a cool world. You know.
Do you remember 76 Truck Stop? Don't you?
Maybe.
That was in Sellersburg, Sellersburg area. And
Yeah.
it was
Yes. Okay.
I miss 76 Truck Stop. They had the best food. Like, we would go there just to eat at the truck stop.
Yeah, I do remember that.
The best fries, best burgers. Like and I think if I remember correctly, they even had like every now and then they'd do like a small buffet, or they would have different hot meals. Like I just remember they had great food, which they've not had one. It's been, you know, many a moment since we've had the 76 Truck Stop. I was young. But it was great. I just remember it being great food, and we'd actually go to the truck stop to eat like a Friday dinner or something.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Well, remember, if you go back years ago, they always said the best food stop at a truck stop.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to get really good food, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. It's more now, like, most of your stops are more like your convenient, more like your, they have the big, I don't know what you call it, a big window, and it's got, like, chicken tenders and, you know, different things. You know what I mean? Most of them have come to that. You know what I mean? I think more so than like the actual sit down plate lunches. right?
The truck stop, I don't remember the name of it, that's in like Seymour, that has the Charlies with it. There's like a Charlies and then like a some sort of something kitchen that they have with it. But that store is great for like a rest stop too. That has like your gas that you can get for the truck drivers or whatever, and then it has the two restaurants. Great store inside, and then bathrooms, and I think they even have showers too. But that Charlie's, oh my goodness, I really like their subs.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because when you stop, and then I'm not gonna probably get anything, but I always like to look. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's just funny because like I can, why do we have to look?
Well,
You know what
that's,
I
I
mean?
don't
It's just,
know.
what
That's
is
just,
that? Why do we have to just look?
that's how we are.
We don't want it. I mean, we don't really need it, but and we're just looking. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
just looking.
But it's just so funny because like I could tell, then Greg's like I could see like he's very patient, very good. I'm not but like I could see him. Okay,
Time to go. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. I get that too
As I
sometimes.
look at one more thing.
That's right.
I just wanted to see.
Sort of like, when we were driving home and I'm like, I'm stopping at a Buc-ee's. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm stopping.
Yeah.
And we stopped, and of course they didn't really know what to expect or whatever. And they were just kind of like following me along, like, okay, here goes Mom again. We just got to follow her until she's ready to go. But then they got into it also. Like I said, when he found, and like the jerky bar that they have,
That's insane.
have mercy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then when they first opened there in the one that we just went to last night in Kentucky, they had sent me an invitation to come for opening day. Well, I was out of town, couldn't go. So this has been on my radar. I was like, we've got to do this. So we did stop in and do Buc-ee's, but
It's massive.
it's crazy.
And the gas pumps.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh,
I know,
my
I know.
gosh.
But they do fill them up.
It's like you're going into, like, parking lot's completely full. Every pump's full, every parking space is full, the store is full. Like, it's like you're going into like a small, I don't know, small Walmart or small something.
It's like there's like so many different like things that it could be.
Yeah.
Like some of like it could be. It's hard to get your head wrapped around.
It is.
The first
It
time
is.
you go in, and then they holler.
Yeah.
Like they holler out like you might hear a yell at any given time. You know what I mean?
Well, I remember when we got there, they were doing, because again, I'd never been there, and so when I heard this yelling, I'm jerking my head around, like, what's going on?
Okay.
What's going on? And they're doing, what is it, brisket on the,
Yes, exactly.
brisket on the top or whatever they say.
Yeah, and then they do like a stampede yeehaw or something.
Yeah, because like the one chopping the meat is the one yelling it, and then all the people in the grill area, they repeat it, and so then they have everybody's attention, and then it's barbecue sauce on the brisket. Now I don't know, and then they all repeat it, and I'm like, what is going on?
I know.
And it
it's
draws
like a
this
chant.
crowd, and then
I
I
know.
seen how huge and massive these
I
sandwiches
know,
were,
I know.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's like
Yeah.
a kid in a candy shop. Which one do I want?
I know, and it's like I'm getting a show there.
Yes.
Like it's dinner and a show.
Yeah, it's
like,
very hard to explain like what this place is.
I know. You kind of you got to see it for yourself. So I had been, but Greg had never been. So like I was trying to explain to him, you just have to get the vibe. I don't know. You got to go in and get the vibe because the first time I went, I was like, I couldn't get my head wrapped around what are we doing here? You know what I mean? What is this about? You know what
Right.
I mean? You know what I mean? Are we? Because there's all kinds of shopping, of course.
Of course, yeah.
There's like food. There's coffee. There's soft drinks.
Yeah, because you go in and it's like, okay, here's our like pickled section.
Yes.
Here's our jerky section. Here's our spices section. Here's our candy section. Here's our chip section. And here's our clothing section for women's and men and kids. And then here's home decor section. And here's a pet section with dogs, stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's like
yeah.
I don't understand what's like. I feel like I walked through the entire store in this daze. Like what is going on around me?
I don't know what department I'm in, and
Right.
I sure don't know like what I'm looking at
Right.
for sure, 100%. But it's funny because different reactions. Because like I went with one daughter. First daughter I went the very first time was like all about it. Loved every bit of it. And she like it was really kind of funny because she really caught on before I did on this. I was very impressed with her because I was just amazed. I always like to know the vibe. You know, it's like when you watch a good movie. When you first start it, it's like, okay, like what direction are we going to go? You know what I mean? What kind of, you know what I mean? The vibe. So I was trying to get a vibe. And when you pull in and you see all that, those gas pumps out there, that right there's a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, what? You know what I mean? And we went on a really, the first time I went was a really busy day. You know what I mean? There was a lot of people. Then the next daughter that I went with, she thought it was a little bit overwhelming. She was not crazy about it. You know what I mean? She was just, but then she went again. She did go again, and I think she liked it a little bit better. But I think she was you try to, like you said, trying to get, or like I said, you try to get the vibe. You just try to get the feel of it.
I understand the being in the overwhelm mode though, because when I get around too many people, like I get overwhelmed by like all the energy and just the rush and this. And so I understand that, because I stayed overwhelmed probably much through the entire store, and I just get like this crazy, like I don't know where to look and I don't know what to do, and there's too much energy, and you know, it's like it's almost like a fight or flight response. Like, do I stay and dig through the goodies, or do I flee and get back in my car and head home?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Now, see, I run on it like that. You know, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of both times we had children, and they, like, you know, I mean, they were, because all that energy, of course, gets them energy. They could be asleep in the car, but then when they come inside, you know what I mean, boom, you know what I mean, game on, you know what I mean, energy on, you know what I mean, and so anyway, last night, it was calmer because it was a Thursday night, you know what I mean, and it was, well, actually, it was Friday morning. Truth be told.
Oh my goodness.
Let me just tell you, it was Friday. It was this morning. Anyway, and it was a slower pace. Wasn't so, you know what I mean? Oh, they were still doing stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And everybody's still really nice, but it was just a slower pace. Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely. But once. So
my next visit should be in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, come in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna call you at 11 o'clock at night. Becky,
I'm your girl.
We need to go do a road trip to Buc-ee's real quick, okay?
I'm your girl. I know. I love it. I'll be ready. I kept thinking, because, you know, I drive, you know what I mean, of a night. And I got thinking, you know, did I miss my calling? Should I have been a truck driver? You know what I mean? Really? No, because, like, I'm right there with them. You know what I mean? They're going, I'm going, you know what I mean? And we respect each other. Everybody's respectful, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody keeps that left lane if we need to.
Well, you can use it as a backup if you should ever need it.
But
Becky, the truck driver.
I'm your girl. Yes. Yes. Call me. I told you I will be ready. Okay. Yeah. I've got my toothbrush ready. Okay. Ready.
We need like a caricature of that now. Becky with the semi truck sitting in the truck with the big O trucker's hat on.
Oh, I gotta have the trucker's hat.
Yeah. So we need that caricature drawn.
I ain't doing it if I ain't got the trucker's hat. I gotta have the trucker's hat.
With the big bill.
Yeah. And if you get in one of those Walmart trucks, those things are like, you talk about recliner, you talk about cush. Holly Thompson, they're like an entertainment room.
Oh my goodness.
They're beautiful. Oh yeah, they are absolutely, yeah.
I've only been in a semi truck because when my
They've come a long way, baby.
When my uncle drove for Pillsbury, and again we're talking, you know, 45, 50 years ago that I took this truck drive. It was very bouncy.
Oh yeah.
I was not happy about it.
Right.
I was like, let's get back home. You know, I just felt like I bounced in my seat the entire time.
Yeah.
But that was the same with regular trucks too. And back then, like if you remember, like Grantline Road and Charlestown Road, they used to be a lot hillier.
Yeah.
Like they've really flattened them out since then, because I remember we were going on one of those roads one day, and like Mom and Dad was in one truck, and then I was in another truck with my dad's best friend, and I'm like, you know, here I am, this little kid, and I feel like my head's hitting the ceiling of this truck.
Shocks.
And he's like, just watch your Mom and Dad's heads, and you'll know what's coming up.
Boy, I'm cracking up.
Yeah.
I love that.
And so that way I could brace myself, you know, because I know what's going to happen. But I remember going, and all the hills seemed to be a little bit more hillier back then, and you just bounce in those big old trucks, you know, big old shocks or whatever they were, and they definitely slimmed them out better.
Right. And I don't mean to make light of it, because they're very hard workers.
Oh,
and
yes.
you know, they work, and they have a lot of hours away from home, you know, so that would not be for me.
No.
You know what I mean? Because there's no place like home, Dorothy, right?
Right.
So that wouldn't be the life for me. And they do live a a life on the road. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make, you know what I mean?
It has to be sort of a lonely life, but it has to be like what, like everybody has their place, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has what they like and
Yeah.
don't like, and that's what they thrive on.
Right,
That's
right.
what they like to do.
And some of them like alone time probably.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that, I don't mean to, you know, I did notice that it was, I was with them on the road. We were all in one accord.
You're in
last
one
night.
with one together.
Yeah, we were like everybody trying to get where they
That's
needed
right.
to be. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, road trip, definitely fun.
And you're still here functioning, looking beautiful, like you
Oh,
didn't
get
go,
out.
like you didn't go anywhere last night.
No, you're way too kind. No. But that's why God gave us coffee, right?
Yeah.
That's why we have lots of coffee going. Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, Holly, it's fun to do road trips like that, and it's fun to do summer stuff, right?
Yes.
And why not, right?
Why not?
And whether you're going camping, whether you're going road tripping, or whatever you're doing, let's see what today is.
Okay.
I hope it's not somewhere where I need another road trip, right? Because this is how it started.
Listen, I still want to go to Mrs. Wick's Pie Company with you,
I'm
which
there.
is close
I'm
by
telling
that candle company. I still want to go.
I could eat a sugar cream pie right now with a fork.
Yeah. I want their blackberry or their cherry pie.
Okay, we would be good. And I'm telling you, when you go, you have to. When you go, we got to say all we need is a fork.
That's right. That's it. And a cooler to bring some frozen pies back with us.
Oh, I love that.
And then we can bake our own.
Look at you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, today is the 9th day of August. This is Book Lovers Day. Book Lovers Day.
Okay.
International Co-working Day.
Oh.
Love coworkers.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know, when you get a good coworker and you get someone with the same work ethic, it's just like.
I love my coworkers.
I know you do. You got
I love them.
I know you do. International Day of the World's People. Okay. National Hand Holding Day.
Aww.
Oh, I think of hang on. Everyone needs a hand to hold on to. John Cougar. Mellencamp. Wait, I get confused.
John Mellencamp?
Yeah, Mellencamp. Yeah, you're not supposed to say that.
You're not supposed to say the C word.
Oops. I know. It was. Please give me a hall pass on that. Mellencamp. Yeah, John Mellencamp. Everyone needs a hand to hold on to. I love that.
I love it when, I mean, it's normal to see like younger couples holding hands or whatever, but what I love to see are the older couples, you know, that are 70s, 80s, even 90s, walking, holding hands.
Yeah. I
love to see that.
do too.
The love is just, you can feel how strong their love is for one another.
I love that. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I love holding hands. Definitely. National Polka Day. It's so funny. This is so funny that today's because I've been talking about polka the whole road trip. I was trying to find polka music.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
Okay, polka. You know, do you not remember on Home Alone whenever he was trying to give her a trip and it was with the polka group or it was. I love it. There used to be a guy, and I don't remember, but you know, my girls always had their night times messed up as babies, and so I would stay up almost all night. And there used to be a polka guy, and he would play polka music like at 3 or 4 in the morning, maybe, I don't know, and it was the best. And it was like I look forward to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As I was feeding the girls, I'd be watching the polka. You know, do you like it?
I like polka.
It's fun, and there's like, and it seems like some way in my pathway, like so. At the Indianapolis 500, go up there to Indianapolis 500, and there's these guys that are actually polka. They've got a polka group.
It's very energetic.
Very energetic, and they're fun people.
Yes.
Polka people are fun.
Polka people are fun.
Is that politically correct?
I don't know.
People that play polka music, I don't know. Okay, they're
polka
really...
people. Polka. See, now it's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Polka
There's
people are fun.
polka karaoke. I'm getting texts, okay? It was on ABC, Late Night Polka. Yes.
Yes.
And I watched that every night. That's what got me through the nights. That would give me my jolt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 So I tried to I didn't drink as much coffee back then because I was breastfeeding. But, so I had to kind of, you know, the caffeine. I tried to lay back on that. But That polka sure did. Then when we went to Disney, I promise there were polka players. I promise they always come in my pathway.
Yeah.
And I think they come in there for a reason.
Maybe you were a previous polka dancer.
Polka dancer.
It's still in your
I don't
blood.
know. Polka. I love that. National Rice Pudding Day.
I like rice pudding.
Me too. That's something though you don't see there.
You do not see it hardly anymore.
Fix that? 'Cause you're quite the little chef of it.
I have fixed it, but I don't really have anybody but myself that likes it. I know, right?
Get on board, people. Get on board.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's to me the rice pudding is sort of old fashioned like the mincemeat pies is, and
Yeah.
is kind of becoming like a lost thing for people to make.
Well, like
in my opinion.
I agree, 100%. And I think also like even like at Christmas time, like your fruit cake, like you know what I mean. It's a kind of like one of those things that a lot of people, like your younger ones, have never tried fruit cake. You know what I mean?
Right. And you can't just try like the store bought fruit cake. There's something about making your own homemade fruit cake.
What is that green like stuff in there? What is that green?
The green maraschino cherries?
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah. There's like red cherries and the green cherries and then pineapple and I don't remember what else.
I'm
is
not
in
even
there.
mad. I like it. I know. I bought a little loaf and put it on the Christmas, buffet at I call it the buffet that we have at our home, our family. Nobody touched it. No, the girls were not. They aren't about that. They were like, It's too. I guess
But the ones you buy in the store are a
Mine
good
was store-bought.
appetizer size.
Yeah.
They're like the little. They remind me of the the little. I think it's like what is it? Pumpernickel bread that comes in like the little squares, and it's perfect for like charcuterie board size or handheld size.
Yeah. And you and I are big charcuterie board, and you did the coolest one ever when you did the Halloween one.
Aw,
that one's still forever. That is that should have been in Hollywood. If there's a Hollywood premiere, okay, we've got Beetlejuice will be coming out.
Yes.
That would have been a wonderful Hollywood premiere.
Oh.
No, I mean, I promise Hollywood would pay money for that. What you did, it was the coolest. No, it was almost like so real that it was almost like I couldn't touch it. Couldn't eat it. You know what I mean? Could not.
And that was the problem when I would take my charcuterie boards to my department head parties or whatever. Nobody wanted to touch them. I had to go in and just like demolish it to be like, here, now eat it, okay?
They're too beautiful. they're too beautiful. And that one.
Because like my Christmas cabin was like the same way. They didn't want to touch it. I'm like, no, it's meant to be, eaten.
Yeah. Well, that one, that's doable. But when your Halloween one, I promise if Hollywood got a hold of that, they would hire you every time there's some scary movie coming out.
You're too sweet.
No, it's true. It's true. Anyway, so Holly, anyway, but the charcuterie boards are coming out now. They're doing cups.
Yes.
Which I think you've done that before.
I've done the cones.
The cones, yeah.
For my daughter's 13th and 16th birthday party, I did the charcuterie cones because, COVID was still out there then, right? And so everything had to be. So I did the event outside, and then I did everything where they can just pick it up and go and not, because we had to think about the COVID. There was limits on how many people could be at the party. All that kind of stuff was still going on back then.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and I think that's something.
And I still have a lot of cones. I still have a lot of party supplies from then because I bought in mass quantities like I normally do. So I still have a lot of cones. So I need to do charcuterie cones again or something.
Exactly. Well, and that's something, after you have like an event, you always have that leftover.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do with it? You know what I mean? And that's something to do.
Yeah, I need to make those again then. Get rid of those cones. But there's another neat idea that I've seen where they're putting the items like in a wine glass or some sort of glass or whatever, and then there's these wooden caps that goes on top of the glasses. So like in the glass can be your drink, right? And then on the top you do a little charcuterie board on this wooden thing, so you have your drink and your charcuterie board in one little hand.
Well, I did something similar. Walmart had they were cups, okay, and they were pretty big. And then on top they had that top like you could put for kids you could put snacks and stuff. So on the top of the cup, which was almost like a bowl, okay, it sits on top of the cup and had like a hole for the straw. But I put little charcuterie individual.
Yes.
And then they could have their charcuterie and and drink it. You know,
Have your charcuterie and eat it too.
To eat it too, and they did. And they did, and then I had all these cups left over, and I said, everybody's got to take their cups home.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted their cups. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I know.
That's sad. I'd be like, I'll take mine.
Yeah, really, please do. You know what I mean? Yes, please do take it. I don't want them, but anyway, so.
Yeah.
That was kind of I think with my group, it was kind of like those, I always, like, was it a kiss or a kick? It wasn't a kick, but it wasn't a kiss. So it was like in between that. It was like, it's all right, but yeah, I don't think it was one of those things that'll stick. Yeah, I don't think it will. Yeah.
Now I'm wanting a charcuterie board.
Yeah, there you go. Can't go wrong with that. Right.
You cannot.
No. All right, I did put up, I got a new jingle.
What?
I got I'm going to keep this is a very special day, but I got a new jingle. So I, anyway, put it up on social media, and I opened it up for anybody that shared it could win Holiday World tickets, okay? So I drawed this morning, and Yvonne Sullivan won the Holiday World.
Well, congratulations.
Yvonne Sullivan, congratulations, and we'll get with you, and I'll message you, and we'll get you some Holiday World tickets.
That's awesome.
Because, you know, Holiday World's still going strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, we'll be going into your spooky season. And I did see, it was funny, I saw some eyes. I saw, like, the spooky eyes start coming out at Holiday World. So they're kind of starting it, okay? They're like, yeah, they're transitioning slowly, but, you know what I mean? But it'd be,
yeah.
So,
that's awesome.
It is. All right, I'm going to play that song for you, okay?
I want to hear it. I've not heard it yet.
Yeah, I'm going to play this song for you, and we're going to play it, and you can hear it. Here we go.
But the other one's a classic.
The other one's a classic. Got to keep it, definitely.
Yeah, yes.
Right? Yeah, definitely got to keep it, but let me get my... okay, here we go.
Local news just to let you know. Pour the coffee, feel the buzz. Join the talk, it's all around. Well, from Salem, radio's ready to break it down. Kickstart your day with joy about who's your heart sing every sound. Weather update, skies clear blue. Tune in now, they're meant for you. Kids to school and work's on time. Feel the rhythm get in line. Wslm has your morning blend of life, sweet taste. All the buzz, don't let it waste. Talk and laughter in the air. Kentucky on a love we share. Well, from Salem, radio's ready to break it down. Kickstart your day with joy about who's your heart sing every sound. Tune into Wslm each morning for Coffee Club. Let's have the best day ever.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry,
It's playing again.
Yeah, again. Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to put that best day ever at the end.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, right? Gotta have that for sure. Well, Holly, yeah. So anyway, so thank you for everyone that shared that and enjoyed it. I hope you did. And it'll just be a promo that I'll be playing back and forth. So
Awesome.
Here, yeah, throughout the day here on WSLM. So Holly, I want you to have a great weekend and not camping this weekend. Just
No, ma'am.
Nope.
No, ma'am.
Nope. Done all the things last weekend,
yes.
right? Yes.
Yes.
We got a big, tonight it's going to be the dedication of the football field. You know,
It's beautiful.
I know. Thank you for that. Yeah, isn't it really
beautiful.
pretty? The turf is beautiful. And tonight we're going to dedicate it with Coach Ralston. And then tomorrow is going to be a media day, so it's going to be a fun high school football. I talked with the Colts. They're gearing up, getting ready, and they are just like off the chain. Still hanging with baseball with the Cincinnati Reds. We're all over the
Little League
map.
World Series.
I know. Yeah.
The Olympics. Like there's a lot of sporty things going on.
Everything. All the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holly, let's thank our sponsors.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Roses, Fox Pearl Lee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and McAllister Land Consulting. Thank you very much, sponsors.
All right, let's have the best day ever, Holly.
Friday!
Three decades of radio gold. The Rick and Bubba Show.
6 minutes past the hour. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Rick and Bubba Show. Cook's Pest Control Best of. Rick and Bubba off today. Back to, I keep wanting to say tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, buddy, if you're listening live. Monday, though, they're back. And they'll have lots of recaps. Rick out speaking a number of dates. Bubba enjoying his anniversary with Betty. And so a lot to recap on Monday. All right, so in honor of this year's Olympics in Paris, let's go way back to when we were trying to find an Olympic reporter, and we had a contest. And this has been requested. I cannot believe some of you old schoolers and day ones remembered this, and we were able to find it. This is the tryouts of Olympic reporter. As you can tell, we made it up on the fly.
The beauty of this contest
Tell us how it works.
That we have narrowed down the field of suggestions to 5 people.
Yeah, well, 4 actually.
Well, technically 5. One we're unable to find right now. We will let these people have 1 minute to give us an Olympic update, because I'd like to know what's been going on. I'll be honest with you, I didn't catch much of the Olympics. That is why we're going to have this 1 minute Olympic report. Now, you, the listening audience, will get to vote one of these out of the bunch today, and we will be down to our official Olympic reporter by end of the week. You know, we had several listeners at large that wanted to compete. Should we take an at-large listener and let them be our 5th contestant today? What do you think?
All right, first out of the gate, because he's got multiple ones he can do for us. School Closing Tony is here. Tony's got his countdown to Fat Fest 2000.
Let's not taint this with the countdown. Tony, we'll have to do that in another segment, okay?
Okay, Tony, are you ready?
Yeah.
You got 1 minute to tell us what happened with the Olympics this weekend, okay? Is it 1 minute?
Olympics first?
I tell you, well, let's let each contestant come up with their own music if they want their own background music. How about that?
Okay, but is it 1 minute each?
Yes, 1 minute.
It's got to be.
Tony?
It's got to be a 1 minute report.
We're gonna buzz you.
Are you ready, Tony?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Have you got your music?
Yeah, Rebel.
He's got Mr. Lucky music in the background. All right, ready, Tony? Give us a report. Go.
What Rick, Bubba, Speedy, Don Juan, and all my lovely interns. I have to decline the invitation to keep the loyal Rick and Bubba fans updated on the Sydney Olympics due to my 24/7 schedule. Although I would like to give an explicit report on the swimsuit, swimming competition, women's swimming competition. To the loyal fans, I would, but I just don't believe I'd be able to do this loyally to the subject.
Is Tony saying he don't want to do it? Is that what this is about?
This could be a new approach, Rick.
Okay.
I just wouldn't be able to give it the time I need to give, Rick.
But see, that might make it even more funny.
I seen them swim last night, and they looked pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well,
Tony, thank you, Tony.
Tony, thank you.
We will look back on the decision to do this at a later time.
And it's 144 hours to the Fat Fest.
Tony, this
6 days, Rick. Bye.
Thank you, Tony. Well, look, that's good. We got that in too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll find another one here. You're gonna go. How about Jimmy Dunaway? Jimmy.
Good morning, guys.
Jimmy,
By the way,
please.
it is 104 hours, 6 days to Fat Fest, Rick.
Thank you, Jim.
Jim, please tell us you have some Olympic news for us.
I do. Is this my minute?
You ready? Ready? Go!
In honor of the Survivor competition, where I'm just like Richard right now, naked right in the middle of the bed. For our Olympic update. Slightly overweight. Here's what happened in the Olympics over the weekend. The gymnastics team, the women's gymnastics team, finished second to China, which asks the question, did some bleeding heart liberal give our gymnastic secrets away with nuclear secrets?
That's good.
Also, water polo finished in an 8-8 tie with that powerhouse from the North Canada. what was amazing about this is how they make those horses hold their breath underwater. It's amazing. Track and field is coming up later on. Triathlon happened this weekend, which also begs the question why they make women in one-piece swimsuits ride 62 miles on a bike.
That is.
It's not a good sight from behind, Rick. Trust me on that one, buddy. That's your Crack Attack update from your Emmy award-winning sports department right in the middle of my naked commando band. I'm Jim Dunaway for the Rick and Bubba Show. Sports almost in my shorts, guys.
Very good, Jim. Very good.
Jim, are you working Saturday night, or are you going to be there?
I am working Saturday night. I'll be at the the new national powerhouse Auburn Tigers.
That's good.
Game on Saturday.
All right, buddy. All right, well, stand by and see if the audience keeps you, Jim, for another round, or will you be voted off the island?
Okay, I'll be hanging around. Swinging. Just swinging as they go.
Next, Leonard.
How about it? I vote for Tony. That was great.
You vote for Tony?
Boy, I'm excited as a bunch of guys, big uns, sitting around a fat fest eating Jack's Cat Hat biscuits.
No, is it time? Or is this the report?
This is the report. You'll be quiet.
Wait. Ready, go!
I'm as excited as a bunch of big uns sitting out Fat Fest 2000 eating Cat Head biscuits. The reigning men's badminton Olympic doubles champion Ricky Sabaha and Rexy Manaka of Indonesia were dumped out of the tournament by South Korea's Ha Ta Kwan and Kim Dong Amoon. Don't you know there's some people spewing rice over there in South Korea right now? And also, I wanted just a little tidbit. The first type of trampolining was done by the Eskimos, and we'll have a report on that tomorrow. The Eskimos used to toss each other up in the air and catch them when they came down on the sea line, similar to what the firemen used to catch people on when they jumped out of the building. And this Frenchman named Du Trampoline decided that he would try it, and we couldn't get in touch with the first person to try it, but the second one said it was really fun, and that's where the name trampoline came up.
How about that?
More on it tomorrow.
A tidbit.
Leonard's loser, Tony. Get me out of here.
Thank you, Leonard. All right. So the audience, think about that. Tony, Dunaway, and Leonard. Next, cautiously, we go to
look. Let's get his minute over with in a hurry.
Stuart.
Hi, fellas.
Ready? Ready, go.
Listen, from opening ceremonies to yesterday's swimming competition, the excitement is unprecedented here in Sydney. I've got to tell you about 3 events yesterday. Gymnastics. First of all, our girls had better get stepping it up to vault past those China girls. They just smeared us yesterday. How about that sweaty men's volleyball thing on the beach? Our Canadian boys and American boys look so good from the North American continent. I love them both. And listen, those swimmers, those girls who are painting that pool red, white, and blue over there in Sydney, they are just coming forward like crazy. There are not enough adjectives to describe the feeling I'm getting right now. Listen, I will have more updates tomorrow from Sydney. This is Stuart. Toodles.
All right, line 2 is a listener that.
All right.
This is our ad hoc.
All right, Mary replaces the wreck of the Ian Fitzsimmons because his phone's disconnected and nobody can get in touch with it. So it means Mary, a listener, will have a chance. Do we want a listener to do the reports? That's something you have to ask yourself.
Mary, where are you calling from?
I'm here in beautiful Sydney, Australia.
Okay, all right,
stand by.
Here comes your minute. Go!
This is correspondent Mary over in beautiful Sydney, Australia. USA has won 4 gold medals so far. Man, the swimming team is fabulous this year. And the USA basketball team, well, poor little China. Here's one of the members right now, the Chinese team.
Oh, my God.
Hey, can you talk to me just a minute, sir? Oh, is that what? You don't speak English? Oh, my goodness. Well, listen, what kind of strategy did you use in the game the other night? What? Yeah, wait just a minute, huh? Maybe I can get somebody else to interpret here.
Well, all right, now that
Rick, we'll look back on this. You remember one contest that we used to have on the show called Pick the Pet?
Yes. Well, who will we vote off the island?
The first correspondent to get 3 votes is gone.
All right, so who's going off the island? And we'll come back, we'll vote. The Moody Boys are rolling in. We'll hear from them.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Well, summer's here and everybody's got a favorite outdoor activity. Maybe it's golf, bike riding, boating, tennis. Ask 100 people, you get 100 answers. But if everyday aches and pains are keeping you on the sidelines, check out Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a 100% drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. Give it a try at ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's the number 4, and save on your first order. Or head to rickandbubba.com for a link. Fight pain naturally. Fight pain with Relief Factor. As we approach another critical election, how do conservatives come together to fight and unite? One way is by joining AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. By joining AMAC, you'll be uniting with over 2.1 million American patriots. Check out amac.us/bigbox for all kinds of benefits, retirement planning, and discounts. AMAC card-carrying members get savings on travel, roadside service, and an array of other cost savings. Take advantage of one-year membership for $1 by going to amac.us/bigbox or go to rickandbubba.com.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism